All right. Yo, what up, Crystal? How we doing? Let's get these guys out of the way. What up, what up, what up? How's everybody doing? I don't trust the pop-out chat. What up, Gaming Trucker Dad? I don't trust the pop-out on TikTok anymore, so had to get a little fancy to fit everything on my monitor here. I'm doing good, man. How are you? So hopefully my TikTok chat will actually work today and I'll see all the comments. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. You're great, just getting home from the road. Hey, well hopefully you'll have some nice relaxing time now, you know? Oh shoot, I didn't update the specs command. Hold on. This might take me a minute. I totally forgot to update the specs command, you guys. I'm such a bot. I'm gonna need like 1 minute. I won't be able to read chat for a minute. I gotta update Botrix. Also, can you guys let me know if there's any echo? I think I have Chrome turned down so that it shouldn't be making any noise, but you never know with this thing. You never know. Sorry, you guys can't see me. I'm updating the spec command so everyone can see what's going in this system. Actually, that was really fast. Thankfully, some of the parts on this one are the same as the last one. Excuse me. Okay. Now I'm good. Is there any echo in the audio, y'all? Any echo? Everything sound okay? Everything sounds good? All right, cool. All right. COD therapy, there you go. Now you're talking. COD is like the opposite of therapy for me a lot of times, but I do enjoy playing it still, so. I mostly only play it with my buddies now. I haven't been playing it solo at all lately. All right. Should we get started? Yo, what up, GTA? How we doing? Lee, what's up? Don't hear an echo? Good. I don't know why, like, the Chrome on my volume mixer on my stream PC, like, resets every time. And even if I close the volume mixer, it seems like it resets again. So I have to, like, keep it open and move it to 0 after I go live. It's crazy. It is a love-hate thing. All right, let's talk about what's going in this PC. So this is a super budget-friendly build. Honestly, I think it's gonna look really nice. But we're actually building this for Panda Skills. I don't know if any of y'all know who Panda Skills is, but he's gonna be doing a huge stream in just like a week. And he wanted to do a giveaway with a bunch of the companies he partners with. So we gave him a really good deal on this system so that he can give this away to his community. You guys playing GTA? Let's go. All right, so let's talk about what's in this system. So first, we've got a Ryzen 5 5600, and we're gonna be utilizing the stock AMD cooler. However, I did do a little custom paint work. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see this, but I painted that shroud white to go along with all of the white components in this build. So, got a Ryzen 5 5600, got a 1 terabyte SSD from Crucial, 16 gigs of CL16 3600 RAM from G.Skill. Got a MSI B550M motherboard. Got some white cable sleeves, or not cable sleeves, cable extensions from Asia Horse. These are only like 30 bucks. Really good deal. We've got an Arc B580 GPU. This one is the ASRock Steel Legend. This, at the time, was the only one I could get my hands on. So naturally, I was like, oh, well, let's do a white build. So we got the B580. We've got an 850 watt power supply. This was really last minute. Panda reached out to me yesterday saying that he wanted to do this for his giveaway stream next week, and he needed to have some pictures of the system. So this was like the only power supply that I could get here overnight. So it's a little bit more expensive. It was like 110 bucks. Normally you can get them for like 90 bucks and maybe get like a 650 watt, but 850 watt, more than enough power. Not gonna have any problems there. And it's a nice 80 plus gold thermal take power supply. And then we've got the Phanteks G360A case. Yo, what up, Kevin? How we doing? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Gabe. Hey, happy birthday, Gabe. Can you be a mod? Sorry, no, Owen. I don't really have a need for any more mods right now. I've got a couple that are in here now and then, but I don't really need any right now. Yo, thank you guys for some subs on the tubes. I don't know if those are all happening right now. Those might be like kind of coming in over the last like week or whatever since my last stream. But what do you guys think of this build? I think this is gonna be an awesome little build. Now, the only caveat is the downside of the B580 right now is there is some performance reduction when you use a really budget-friendly CPU, which is kind of crazy because this is a sub $300 GPU. But I'm really hoping they'll be able to fix that with driver updates in the future. And honestly, to get like new gen hardware, you can't really beat the price of the B580. Even if you do lose a little bit of performance by having a little bit lower end CPU right now, I think it's going to be great in the long run. No, TikTok's back, Ghost. TikTok's already back. It was only down for like 12 hours. I have a PC. I'm looking into getting another Xbox, SIX, or a PS5 and a Switch. Can I take the consoles apart and build them inside my glass PC? I have seen people build like a PS5, like take the motherboard and stuff out of a PS5 and put it onto a PC. I don't know if it uses like a standardized mounting method though. It might take a little bit of like modification to the case to make it work. But I have seen people do it. So I would say yes, with a big asterisk that it might be more work than just like an average build. Oh, you want to put them all in one? Oh, wait. Are you talking about like in a PC case to like use them all in one? I don't think they'll all fit in one, to be honest. TikTok got banned in India 3 years ago? Really? I didn't even know that. Yeah, I don't know if you would be able to fit that many in a single case unless it's a massive case. Because the motherboard on a PS5 is not like tiny, like it's, you know, it's a decent size. Oh, you have a glass table. That might fit. That might actually fit. You might have to get a little unique on all the cable routing and all that sort of stuff, but that might actually work. Battle Mage. Yeah, we've got a Battle Mage GPU. A Steel Legend B580 from ASRock. All right, y'all. We ready to get started? I think we are. I think we're ready to get started. Actually, should I make a quick post on TikTok that I'm live building right now? Or not TikTok, Twitter, X. Let's just take a little picture here. Take a little picture here. All right, there we go. All right, easy peasy. Did the Intel cards look good? And honestly, if they can figure out the performance issue with using some like budget CPUs, I think it's gonna be incredible. Like they're gonna dominate the budget market. That's my prediction. If I put my little prediction hat on, you know. All right. It's a 5x3 inverted metal table with a glass top. It could fit. I mean, I've never taken apart those systems, so I don't know exactly how well it'll work, but it seems like it should. It seems like it should. Yeah, the PC is definitely overpowered for the components, but like that's not a bad thing. Like if you ever want to upgrade stuff down the road, having an overpowered power supply is a good thing. And like I said at the beginning, but it was the only, because this was so last minute, like Panda reached out to me yesterday and wanted to get pictures of the system for him to show off in his like big stream and giveaway stuff that he's gonna be doing next week. So this was like the only one I could get overnight, or one of the few I could get overnight. So that's kind of why we ended up with an 850 watt power supply for this system. Yeah, I mean, it's never a bad idea to oversize your power supply. Like, there's a lot of things that like it doesn't make a lot of sense to like spend a bunch of extra money on, but having an oversized power supply is never gonna be a bad thing. Like, things are always like using more and more power. Like components tend to just use more and more power, but a power supply is good for like 7 to 10 years, depending on how good of a quality you get. So having an oversized power supply that you can use for years and years while you upgrade other stuff in your system, it just makes sense. All right, and same thing with a case. If you get a good sized case that can fit everything you would want to fit, then you can upgrade other stuff inside of that case and never have to replace your case or your power supply, you know? All right. Ryzen 5 5600. Let's put this bad boy in here. Make sure everything looks good. Don't see any bent pins or anything. All right, we're good. Boom, done. All right, next I'm gonna put, let's put our SSD in next. What up, lemons? Miko, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate that. You like being able to see the motherboards? Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm curious what it like will look like, because you know you're gonna have to have cooling on top of those, like cooling on the motherboards, like on the different chips and stuff. So I'm curious how that will end up looking, like how much you'll actually be able to see of it. Because I don't think you'll be able to utilize the original cooling for it, since that's all probably kind of molded into the case, you know. All right, let's see if this does the same thing. So I built in one of these earlier, like in the last week. Yeah, it comes in contact. It's really weird. It comes in contact with this first standoff here. So we're gonna take that one out, and we're just gonna stick it here for now. That way it's, you know, it's still there, still accessible later on. But we don't want it causing extra pressure on our SSD. Yo, what up, Richard? Best of luck with the build. Thank you. All right. Make sure that's fully seated there. There we go. That looks good. Let's get our little plastic bit off here. This build seems toxic. What? Why would it be toxic? It's not toxic. It's non-toxic. Didn't do my research well. I didn't know the RTX 4070 Ti Super existed, and I bought the Ti. No, it's still a great card. I mean, like, yeah, you probably missed out on a little bit of, you know, extra performance from the Ti Super, but the 4070 Ti is still a great card. How long ago did you buy it? All right, there we go. SSD installed. Let's get these brackets off so we can install the stock cooler. custom painted by yours truly. Terrell, welcome in. Does every UPS use sine wave? Not necessarily. The nicer ones will. That's kind of one of the features of having a good, or at least a decent UPS, is that it's is like a sine wave electrical pattern. Thanks for showing us how to build a pipe bomb. Super easy to understand. You're welcome. What's the best CPU for $400? Is this US dollars, Void? All right. Oh, it still smells a little bit like paint. Okay. I'm gonna stick this on here. Thermal paste pre-applied, in case you guys are wondering. Let's get that on there. Get that one started. There's 13 PC fans around the side of the table. I want to try to add water cooling. Yeah, I know you can water cool them. It's gonna make for a very expensive build for having consoles, but you know, you do you, boo. There we go. It's all nice and tidied up there. I actually have some zip ties out, so I'm gonna zip tie this right now. Yeah, I don't know that much about UPS, like different brands and models, if I'm honest. I only know kind of the basics. There we go. Nice and tidy. Let's get our RAM in here. G-Skill Ripjaws. Yeah, the PC's water cooled, but I mean, you're trying to water cool multiple systems inside of that. They're each, you know, they're each taking their own different blocks and stuff. And you probably are gonna have to either add more like radiators, depending on how it's set up, or like you're gonna have to figure out how to set up the pump so that it'll always run whenever any system is on, or you're gonna have to always have, you know, at least the PC always on. There's definitely some effort in there. And there we go. 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, a Ryzen 5 5600. There we go. We're moving. We're moving along. I honestly don't know if I regret buying the RTX 4070 Ti knowing that the Super exists. I mean, I'm pretty sure you bought it a few weeks ago. I'm pretty sure the 4070 Ti would still be cheaper than the 4070 Ti Super. Yeah, you're probably missing out on a little bit of performance, but it's still a great card. I wouldn't be upset, you know? All right, let's get these side panels off. This is our case. Phanteks G360A. And then I think I'm gonna get one more white fan to put on the back here. I've got a bunch of spares from NZXT. So I'm gonna stick one of those on the back, just so we have lots of cooling power. And because I pulled these out of NZXT cases, you know, they weren't utilizing them, so it really doesn't cost me any money. Yeah, the 4070 Ti Super is like $900, give or take. All right, there's my fan. We are going to have to move a couple of bolts around because this is set up for an ATX motherboard. out of the box. And we have an MATX motherboard. So we're gonna have to move this guy up. We'll have to move this guy up, right? That one there. Oh no, this one here. So we got this one here, and then we need to move this guy up. Okay, cool. Sorry, switch you guys back there. Build's looking good. Will you test it right away? I mean, I won't be able to test it on stream here because it's just like I'm gonna have to like install Windows and all that sort of stuff. Wow, those are on there tight. Whew. There we go. It's one downside to this little iFixit driver is it has such a thin handle that like you don't get a lot of torque out of it. Like it's so narrow, you can't get much torque. So when they tighten these guys way down. Oh my goodness. And yes, the sounds do help. By the way, Redneck, I got a faulty CPU at M.2, but no one can help me. Like you got, like they were failed when you got them, or what? Yo, what up, Caked? Drift Derek, what's up? What's a good build? Oh, sorry, okay. Sorry, Void, I'm gonna answer your question. $400. For $400, you can't quite get a new X3D CPU. So I would say you would get like a Ryzen 7 9700X is probably the best for that price. If you can go up to 500 or like roughly 500, oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna leave that one there. We're gonna take this other one because I can actually get a grip on this. I would say the 9700X is the best you can do. If you can up your budget a little bit, you could get a 9800X 3D, but you can't get that for $400. Drift Derek, good budget build for about $1,500. Shoot me a DM. I can get you, or yeah, shoot me a DM on like Discord or something, and I can get you a full like build list for $1,500. Probably like a 9600X, like Ryzen 5 9600X, and like a 4060 Ti, maybe a 4070 Super, something like that. We're just spitballing here, but yeah, shoot me a DM, man. I'll help you out. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if you bought them new, they should still be covered under warranty, so I would just reach out to the manufacturer and do an RMA. Okay, got our IO shield here, bend all these guys out of the way. Now, this guy should slide right in. Just like that. All of our bolts are in the right spots. Look at us go. Look at us go. I'm scared to upgrade my PC's power supply. Why is that? What do you think of pairing the 7600X and a 4070 Super? That'd be a great pairing. That's awesome for 1440p gaming. I forgot to get the bolts out of here. I think they're usually, yep, they're in a box right there. Magic. Is Corsair Carbide Air 540 case good? I'm not familiar with that case, to be honest. If I was going with the Corsair case today, I just posted a picture of a build in it, I would get the 3500X. It's like $100, and it comes with 3 RGB fans, and looks incredible, and it's big, and it's got lots of airflow. Okay, got that back out of the way. Tuck these cables back in there. Okay, now I have the bolts I need. The warranty is over on Amazon, but I would be very suspect if the warranty from the manufacturer is up. I would do a little research, and I would almost guarantee you that the warranty from the original manufacturer, not Amazon, is probably still valid. Like that's less than 2 years. If you bought them new off Amazon, I would venture a guess that they still have a valid warranty through the manufacturer. So you'll have to fill out like a support ticket and stuff. and they'll charge you a little bit of money to like ship it to them, but they should replace it for free besides that. Yeah, you're welcome. What's the Nvidia equivalent of this graphics card? Something between a 4060 and a 4060 Ti. If you're playing at 1080p, this is slightly better than a 4060 and slightly worse than a 4060 Ti. If you're playing at 1440p, depending on your CPU, this is significantly better than a 4060 and slightly around equal to the 4060 Ti. Having the CPU right now the CPU, if you're using a more budget-friendly CPU, there is some loss of performance. I think it's some driver issues on their end, on Intel's end. But yeah, it definitely outpunches its weight class based on the pricing of it for under $300. I mean, you could still like get it replaced and then either return your old one or return the one you just bought or resell the other one to help recoup some of the costs. It's worth the effort, I promise. Watching in awe when it comes to assembly of things. I have hammers for hands. What's up, Josiah? I was also thinking 9600X and maybe a 5070. Yeah, if you wait till February. Like, I think last I saw, end of February. Also, the 9000 series GPUs from AMD will be out like by the end of this month, it sounds like. So that could be another option. I don't know, we don't know the pricing yet on those, but it seems like it's gonna be in the realm of like a 5070. All right, there we go. That is all connected. Don't need any more of these bolts. Put those in my little tray. And there we go. Let's switch to this guy. Switch you guys to that guy. All right, there it is. Boom. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. In parts, this thing costs like a little over $800. So this is a very budget-friendly build that should have really good performance. That hair to beard ratio is crazy. What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Saying you're saying my hair is thinning? Or are you just talking about how my hair is actually like neatly cut and my beard is getting unruly because I've been lazy? They said March. They haven't announced any dates yet. I know January 23rd is when XFX is going to be like revealing a bunch of stuff with the 9070. So we don't really know yet when it's actually going to be released. There's no official timeline yet. Yo, what up, Goofy? See, I don't need mods. I got a mod in the chat now. What up, Dark? Good to see you, bro. All right, there we go. Got an exhaust fan. Let's get Lazy Susan out here. How about we do that? I don't have to pick up this computer anymore. Mod power activated. Okay, here we go. How were the games with Ride Tech last night? We got one win. I somehow clutched a win. So that was kind of nice. Okay, we're gonna need, let's see, we've got 1, 2, and we've got 3 fans up front, 1 down here. Okay, we're gonna be using all of the fan ports on this. So let's work on that. 1 fan there. there's our exhaust fan in the back plugged in. Now let's get all this nonsense sorted out. This is a cool stream. Hey, thank you, Corey. Appreciate that. Yes, the B580 is pretty good for 1440p. I mean, as much as like a budget-friendly card can be, but it definitely seems targeted to be able to play most games at 1440p at like a reasonable FPS. And that is partly why it has so much VRAM, is so that it can be good at 1440p. And I think that's honestly the reason why it is better than the 4060 Ti at 1440p. 4060 Ti has 8 gigs of VRAM. This has 12. 12. There we go. Okay. Got our USB 3 plugged in. All right. So many cables. Here's RGB for the case. Huh? What is that doing under? Oh, that's the front LED strip. Okay. I was like, why is that just hanging out over there? Okay. RGB. I think we've got an RGB slot at the bottom over here, right there. Let's put it through this little spot here. Okay, there's our RGB. That's going to control the RGB for the front fans, as well as there's a little LED strip right along here. You can't really see it, but it's there. Okay. HD audio. Let's get all this other stuff pulled out of the way here, so I know what I've got plugged in and what I don't. Okay, HD audio. It's gonna go, oh yeah, we can fit through there. All the way to the corner here. Okay, HD audio. The white is nice, I agree. The white is nice. Some Caffey dude on Twitter mentioned it would come out in March because they're speculating the 57 was too cheap to make competitive retailers. Yeah, XFX has said in like literally tomorrow or the day after, they're going to have like a big announcement related to the 9000 series, so we'll know very soon. Yo, what up, Pop Smoke? Having trouble deciding, can you help me? 3070 costs $220, 6700 XT is $250, and a 6800 is $285, all used. I believe the 6800 is pretty similar in performance to the 3070, so I would say either of those are great. But if you can get the 3070 for 60 bucks less, I would probably go with that. Do the unboxing for the B580? Okay. I mean, I'll do it when I get there, Ghost. But I'll you know, we can make a little bit of an event of it. Sure. All right, here's my power switch. It's gonna go right there. All right, what do we have left to plug in? We've got a SATA power cable. This guy. Just keep that out of the way for a minute. And then I just need to plug in these 3 fans. Cool. So we've got 1 fan port on the side right there. Right here? Yeah. Let's actually go up like that. Okay. There's one of our front fans. We've got another front fan right here. And then we've got a 3rd front fan all the way up here. I'll wrap this guy over here, I guess. Okay. Everything that is in the computer right now is plugged in with the exception of our SATA power. We don't have our power supply cables in yet, so we're good there. All right, let's do a little bit of cable management here. Shouldn't have any more cables up top in this corner. So we'll zip tie that up. Leave it just a little bit loose so we have room to play later. And then I'm gonna bring these guys up here. Come on, you don't need to go through there. Okay. That through to here. Okay, so now everything here is kind of, you know, roughly cable managed. It's at least where it's gonna end up. Everything so far here is plugged in, so let's get some power cables out here. The CPU in 7600 and 6600 is almost the same. I don't have 7600, not the X model. You have the 7600, not the X model. That's still a good. It's still a good little CPU, even if it's not the X. What is the maximum temperature for the i13-600K? If you can keep it during normal use below like 70, that's great. Like when you're gaming and stuff, I would expect it to be in the like 60s range, maybe into the low 70s. If you're all like nearing 90 or in the 80s like regularly, when you're not doing like a, you know, a CPU benchmark or something, then I would say your cooler is probably not quite up to snuff, or you need new thermal paste. Okay, that is GPU. That is GPU. We only need one GPU. Power cable, GPU. That is our CPU power cable, so let's plug that in. If I upgrade my GPU, do I need to think about upgrading my monitor? I don't remember what monitor you have, Goofy. Oh, I probably should plug in, no, this one's so short. We don't need to put any of those on this one. I remember why I dislike using cable extensions so much. You have to put all those stupid, put on all those stupid little clip things on here. Combs, that's what they're called. Okay, let's start doing that on our motherboard. Whew, I don't need my heater on anymore. I'm warm, I don't need it. Ugh. I think 3 will be enough. Okay, so this guy's gonna be plugged in like that. So I want this on this side. These are such a pain, you guys. Oh, these ones are going in pretty easy, so that's nice. Sorry, I can't do this and read chat at the same time. B580 is not available in India. Oh, really? Did not know that. All right, one comb complete. Oh yeah, let's pick where it's gonna be and that's where it's gonna stay. So let's make sure we space these out fairly evenly. There. What up, AJ? How you doing, Alicia? You're correct. Get the Aorus Gigabyte B560. I'm not a huge fan of Gigabyte motherboards, to be honest. If I wanted something on the more budget side, but that works well, I would go with either ASUS TUF or something from ASRock, most likely. ASRock is made by the same people that make ASUS. None of your audio jacks are working. That's a good question. I don't know. Okay, well, I accidentally flipped these back and forth, so we're just going to consider that a pattern, and we're going to flip this one again. And it won't be noticeable. Yeah, I would get a good ASRock motherboard. All right, there we go. That's gonna look real nice. Hopefully it'll fit through here too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Doesn't quite hide these other white cables, but about as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so we got our motherboard cable through there. We should only need one GPU power cable. Oh, that's a CPU power cable. There we go. Let's get this guy. I don't know which direction this guy is gonna go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Why you know what to come out? Oh my gosh. Well, this was gonna be a nice unboxing, but they use such tight packaging. There we go. There we go. I just wanna see the power pins. Get this out of the way. Oh yeah. First B580 to ever grace this office in my hands. Oh, it's a dual power. Good thing we checked. All right, so clips are gonna be on the bottom. So these guys are gonna go in like this and then down like that. Okay, that is beautiful, you guys. Look at that. It's gonna have RGB lighting up the fans. All nice and white with these cool like geometric gray accents. That looks nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna get that out of the way for a second. Sploosh, right? Right, Ghost? Sploosh. Because I've never watched Archer, I don't know if that'll land, but. Okay. So it's gonna go in like this. So go in like this and point down. So I want these guys on this side. What up to nobody? How we doing? J-Stra, what's up? I did just recently. It's easier than you think. Get ready for Friday when my boy's PC gets here. What up, country? This is taking forever. I don't like cable extensions. I gotta sneeze. Sorry. What's the reason someone to run 2 GPUs? Well, in the old days, you could SLI and get more performance by running dual GPUs and have them be like connected to each other. These days, that's not really a thing anymore. So like you can use it for like multiple encoding, or like if you're doing really heavy like workstation stuff, or AI like language learning models. Those are kind of the reasons why you might have one, or might have multiple GPUs. All right, let's see how many of these we need. So this is gonna sit like this. It's gonna go down like that. So maybe two more. I probably could space these out more than this, but whatever. Got a bunch of them. Yeah, don't be terrified. Yeah, everybody like the stream. What are you doing? All right, there we go. Those look reasonably even. Okay. Get our second one here. Make sure we put them in roughly the same spot. Okay, it's gonna go right there. Like the camera setter bet up on YouTube? Yeah. I think the video quality on YouTube is probably better. Those PCIe cables, they are indeed. So we got a cable extension kit from ASRock. So the CPU power, these 8-pin PCIe cables, and the motherboard 24-pin are all gonna be nice and white to go with the theme of the build. These are only like 30 bucks, so it's not an expensive upgrade. The one thing, if you buy like a newer Nvidia GPU, this kit won't work because you need that 12 HP power, or whatever they're calling it now, 12 plus 4 cable. But for older systems or AMD systems, or you know, budget-friendly systems, these are great. You could always like buy one of these and then buy a single cable from like Cable Mod or whatever. Oops, what did I do there? What did I do there? Did something funky. Oh, there we go, that's what I did. Yeah, these are only like 30 bucks from ASRock on Amazon. Recently had issues with the AMD 7800, 16 gigs RAM, and I'm having overheating. The 7800X 3D or the 7800 GPU? That is annoying that AMD uses like the exact same numbers for their CPUs and GPUs. I'm kind of glad they're changing that for the next GPU setup. Okay, there you go. Got those all set up. You're a little confused about what? DM sent? Sweet. What up, Evan? How we doing? All right. That's all we need for that. Don't need these cables. Put those down there. All right. So, we've got pretty much everything plugged in. Let's get our power supply out here. Are you building this PC for someone or yourself? For somebody else. So, one of my PC like streamer partners, Panda Skills, is going to be giving this away on stream like next week. So, oh, the 7800X GPU or 7800 GPU. I mean, you could need new thermal paste on your GPU. That is something that does have to happen over time, just like the CPU. It's possible that's your issue. All right. Power cable, power bolts. I need those. Don't need the power cable. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, don't need that. Nvidia power cable. Don't need the Molex cable. Ugh. Do need one of these. Okay. Thank you for liking the stream, promise. All right. Do need this PCIe power cable. Do need motherboard power cable. We do need CPU power cable. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get everything plugged into our power supply and then we can put it in the computer. Gotta be a good spot to get this plastic out of here. There we go. Okay. Port looks like off to the side. It's kind of weird. All right. CPU power, or GPU power, CPU power, SATA power. There we go. It's all in there. There's gonna be a lot of extra cable length on our power cables, but that's okay. You've never seen a white PSU? They exist. They're pretty few and far between, and there's definitely they definitely cost a premium to buy, but they do exist. It's just kind of outside of the budget and time of this system. Because even some of the white power supplies that are like where the case of it is white, they don't all have white cables, which is weird, but. Yeah, and you could also just you need to download MSI Afterburner and crank up the fan speed. That helped my old 6900 XT a lot. Okay, those guys are all connected. Okay, CPU power. It's this guy right here. That guy right there. It's crazy we don't have any. There's nowhere to tie down those cables. I could run it over here and use up a little bit more of that length. I'm just a little worried we're gonna run out of space back there, but I think that's still gonna turn out better than going down this way. Okay. Sorry, I don't have any white zip ties. So if you see some zip ties sticking through, no, you didn't. Okay, here we go. And that guy's gonna run right back here. Ah, see? I was wrong. I thought I wasn't gonna have any more cables coming over here. But I changed my mind. Goodbye, zip tie. We never loved you. Okay. Now that we definitely don't have any more cables going through up there, we can definitely tighten that down a little bit. Let's clip off some of these zip ties that we're done with. Okay. Why? Why don't you just want to go that way? Thank you. Okay, got that. Let's do this guy too. And then let's get our scalpers got those GPUs. What were we talking about? Okay, here's that. What GPUs are we talking about here? Okay, got that in there out of the way. Let's get our motherboard power connected. Okay. I think we need to move CPU power to that side. Don't fall through. There we go. Okay, and we're gonna run this guy down like that. Okay. That all nice and tightened up there. Got a little extra cable length, but not too bad. Not enough that we'll need to zip tie it up or anything. We'll just kind of tuck it back a little bit. Okay. Just like that. And then we've got our GPU power cable, and this guy is going to be kind of over here like this. Yo, J-Stress sent 9 roses. Appreciate that. Scout for the B580. Yeah, I don't know if that was it or if it was just like they just really didn't expect there to be much demand for them. It's hard to know, really. All right, all that stuff is in. Everything's connected. All we have left now is our GPU. That lovely, beautiful B580. So let's get these first 2 things out of here. Whew. Don't want to lose that. Okay. Pop that open. We're ready for the Arc B580 ASRock Steel Legend OC GPU. Lots and lots of plastic. Guessing all of those fans have plastic on them too. No, don't stick to me. Stick there. All right. Get my little plastic thingy here. Wait, this thing is not. Ah, yeah, there we go. Come on. I had you for a second. There we go. Got it. Why is this plastic always so hard to get off? You're supposed to protect it in shipping, not protect it from me. There we go. Got it. Okay. ASRock B580 Steel Legend. Here it goes. Take a couple of those guys out. Come on. Why? There we go. A little bit of a, this case is like kind of a tight fit over there. There it is, look at that. Look at it, it's beautiful. I'm just gonna take this panel off because it's just, yeah, I'm just gonna take it off. It's really annoying me at the moment. Okay. Yo, Panda, thank you for the rose. What's up, dude? Welcome in. This thing is looking sick. Look at that. She real purty. Be real purty. Come on. Go. All right, now we can plug these guys in. Just like that. Okay, and these guys are just gonna get plugged into this. Don't often use a single cable to connect two, oh, probably help if I put that on the right side, to connect two of these extension cables to, but it's a pretty low power GPU, so it's not gonna be a problem. I was honestly surprised that they put two power cables on this GPU since most all the rest of the B580s only have one. Look at that. What do we think, y'all? What do we think? Clean this up a little bit. That's what I think. Now what do we think? It's not a bad looking little system, huh? Not a bad looking little system. Decent cable management. It's a little tough with these smallish cases with the cable extensions, but I think we did okay with that. And guess what? Nobody ever has to see it again. Look at that. Boom. Oops. And then check out that side. Look at it. It's so pretty. Even though he's not reading chat like a bot, I'm sorry, there's too many chats for me to read. Is there a way to hide that GPU cable? Like over here? No. There's not really a way to hide it. You can go up, you can go down. That's pretty much your options. Read the kick chat. Sorry. I'm gonna slap that. Nope, I'm just really bad at reading chat apparently over here. Turntable's a clever idea. Yeah, my mod, Richard, was the one who told me about it. Or told me I should get one, and then I built this one. You want an Intel GPU just to try it? Hey, it's worth a try. Hey, I appreciate everybody popping in. Dude, the white looks good, doesn't it? I'm locked in, that's right. That's right, MK3. We're contractually obliged to do as you tell us, Panda. It's true. It's smart. I just don't want to get beat again. I'm sorry, Panda. I didn't mean to. The kick chat was so quiet for so long. Thank you for another rose, though, Panda. '90s looks slightly better, but not a lot. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Panda probably wants you to ignore me? Okay. I'll ignore it. I'll ignore matches. Sorry. Looks mint. Thank you, Arctic. It's about time for the emojis. You guys are right. It's almost time for the emojis. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you would be able to use 90s on this. These power cables, it's kind of hard to tell, but they're recessed a good 1/2 inch or so. So if you tried to put a 90 here, it probably wouldn't seat properly. And if you went up, I don't think that would look any better. If this wasn't recessed, if it was actually out on this face, I think you probably could get away with 90s, but I wouldn't trust putting 90s on that. Sadly. Hachi, do you think you could build a 5080 system? I mean, you could build it super cheap if you want, but it wouldn't be a good system. A balanced 5080 system on the budget end would probably be like $2,500, $2,300, something like that. Yeah, you guys have a chance to win this next Wednesday. Isn't that crazy? Where do I send my address for you to mail it? About that. You gotta go win it in Panda Skills chat next week. Do you know what the heart emoji on the side of the screen does? I don't, but you should probably just click it a bunch of times, just in case. Did nobody, I don't know if the specs thing is working on YouTube. So it's got a Ryzen 5 5600X. We've got 16 gigs of CL16 3600 RAM, the Arc B580 GPU. We've got a 1 terabyte Gen 4 SSD, stock AMD cooler with some custom white paint that I did. We've got an MSI Pro B550M motherboard, and then an 850 watt power supply. And then this is the Phanteks G360A motherboard, or case. Comes with these front RGB fans, and then I threw in this back fan. Can I give you an opinion on your first build? Sure. Start it, stop teasing us. All right. Everybody, I need you to drop your absolutely favorite emoji in the chat right now so that we can start this thing up. All right, I need to see every single one of your favorite emoji in the chat, and then we'll power this baby on for the very first time. We're gonna get the mood lighting going. You guys know how we do it. That mood lighting. Oh, look at all these emojis. And I hate my community. Yeah. They're yours. You can't abandon them. Needs more RGB? Well, there's no RGB on. What do you mean? This is a very budget-friendly system. That's why there's not a lot of RGB. There is going to be RGB on here. There's RGB on the fans. That's pretty much it. Make sure to have the power switch on the circle. You got it. There we go. Okay. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to turn this baby on. I already told you what's in it. So no more preamble. No more wasting your time, except for what I'm doing right now. Oh wait, hold on. This vent isn't quite, in the right spot on top. I'm just kidding. Let's do it. Yeah. I feel like this light is still a little bright. It's like glowing in that. Look at that. See, look, we got some RGB on there. You look underneath, there's RGB there. There's RGB here. There's RGB here. How could you possibly want more RGB? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, white mic coming in with the RE logos. Let's go. That's what we're talking about. Could definitely make love to that glow. It's perfect mood lighting to get going, isn't it? RX Vega 8GB, RTX 3050 equivalent, a Xeon processor, 32 gig DDR4. That's a very interesting build, not gonna lie to you. But you can probably play most games at 1080p. Where's the giveaway? Go follow Panda Skills. You can find him on TikTok, Kick. I don't know if he's streaming anywhere else at the moment. But you can definitely find him on both of those platforms. He's going to be doing a big stream next Wednesday if you want a chance to win this. And if you're in the US, you can go follow him. Let's go LGBT. Good B560 motherboard that you recommend? I would go either probably Asus Tough or get like an ASRock PG or ASRock Steel Legend. Those are pretty good budget-friendly B650 boards. I wouldn't like the case when it's off. How dare you? How dare you? Looks better than my PCs. Let's be honest, my system is pretty high-end. It's gonna be somebody's next week, that's right. Overexposed? Yeah, I can't figure out how to set this camera up properly. I'm not smart enough, sorry. Can something win this, what? Like I only do Minecraft modded. I think it should play those games at 1080p, Isaiah. It's hard to know, I don't know those specs very well. New sub, nice stream, let's go. Thank you, Kookie. Your full chub at work? That's awkward. The RGB looks really good in white cases, doesn't it? And then we'll probably set it up so that like everything's running on like a single RGB color or whatever eventually, but honestly, I think just the nice like cycling color looks pretty good. US only can't win either. Ooh, get bodied, gaping. That's right. Panda wins his own PC. He's like, oh, sorry guys. I guess I won. Yeah, I've had it set on auto, and I've like put it on different things, and it's still tough with like, I kind of have it set up for a specific lighting for when I'm filming videos, and the rest of the time it's just kind of whatever it is, you know. If you're gonna upgrade to a new 5000 series, you're probably gonna wanna upgrade your CPU and stuff too, to be honest. If I win, I'll donate it to Panda. He needs a new PC. There you go. This thing probably is better than his current gaming PC. He needs to just reach out to me and buy a new one. I tried to like, you know, nudge him a little bit, maybe like force him to buy one, and then like we'll build it at Loot Fest. Yo, chill, you built it. I know. It's just old. It's just getting old, you know? It's a senior citizen PC at this point. Or at least, you know, at least late middle-aged. In PC years, it's getting up there, right? Here's that he needs to buy a new one literally every day from me. Can't buy a PC if you're giving stuff away. We all know you're rich, Panda. Don't tell us that. You recommend him a PC and do a stream? I mean, if he buys one, I will definitely stream it. That's for sure. Going for a 5070 Ti, give my brother the privilege of the 4070 Ti Super. There you go. Yo, Jstra sent in is that a dinosaur? Thank you for the dinosaur. I don't know what that's worth, but thank you. I don't know TikTok that well. I appreciate it though. Can you remember the specs in Pandas? He's got a Ryzen 5 3600. I think he's upgraded the GPUs since I shipped it to him. I think I shipped it to him with like a 3060 Ti. 3070. Was that an upgrade, or is that what I shipped it with? Okay, so 3070. The rest I couldn't tell you. It's been a hot minute since I built that PC. When did you buy that, Panda? Like 2022? I mean, it would have been before 40 series, so it was probably like 2022. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's running a Ryzen 5 3600. Like it was before the 5000 series came out. My 13-year-old has a better CPU than that. Get bodied! I know, I'm trying to get him Do you know what I want him to take? It'd be really cool. I'm taking it with me to Loot Fest. You're not gonna really get to see the full build. Ah! Things are falling. Bad things are happening. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm building a sleeper PC. This is gonna be one of the streaming PCs at Loot Fest. So this is the tower. This thing, circa 2000. We've done a bunch of modifications to the case to be able to fit, a modern system in it. But we're gonna be building a sleeper PC and taking it to Loot Fest this year. It's gonna have a 7800X 3D and a AMD 7800 XT GPU. It's gonna be ballin'. Send me more subs and I can buy one. There you go. Your dishwasher runs on a 5600. Yo, Danger Zone, thank you for the share. Guys, is the factory free CPU cooler okay to be used? It depends on what CPU you have, Tammy. My cousin was going to give me his 3060 Ti. Surely it's better than the one you have now. Yes, it is. No, I spent it all at McDonald's. Bro's got a problem. He's got a real problem spending that much on McDonald's, you guys. I think we need to have an intervention. Yeah, it's gonna be a sick build. Yeah, I'm trying to see. So we've got Anthros, the chair manufacturer, is going to be letting us borrow some chairs for our streaming booth for the weekend, and then we'll see. You know, maybe we'll do a little trade or something. I'll give them the sleeper PC, and they'll give me a fancy chair. Who knows? Who knows? Microwave PC. I did do a dishwasher PC for Steffi Evans. If you guys haven't seen that, you should go back and watch the YouTube video I made. I made like a long form video on that. Very, very fun. Need you to put my logo on it for tax reasons? On this? We can. We could laser engrave it. It's not free. Or if you sent me like a vinyl sticker, we could put it on there. If you have a sticker with your logo on it, we could just put that on the glass. Otherwise, we can laser engrave it. I can send you the details on what that costs, though. How many gifted to put this as a sticker on the OC? What is that? I can't even tell what that is from here. It's so small. It looks like a little dude. I don't know. All right, I'll DM you. Don't look at it. It's too small for me to tell what it is, to be honest. Yo, what up, MJ? How we doing? Panda shoving a light in his butt. Nice. Using Ryzen 5 7600, I would not use the stock cooler for that. I would go, Thermalright has coolers that you can get for like $20 that will do an infinitely better job than a stock cooler. That's what I would say you should do. I mean, the 7600 is like a 65 watt chip, but I would still say if you're getting that, I would get spend that $20 and get a good little cooler for it. That's what she said. Don't DM him, he'll leave you on red. No, he responds to me. That's how cool I am, you guys. Is there an RGB variety of the AMD cooler? Yes and no. So not the one that comes with these Ryzen 5s. I actually have one sitting back here. I've been toying with like selling it on eBay or doing something with it. Where is it? There is one called the Wraith Prism cooler. So this one comes with the like Ryzen 7 7700 and 9700, like the non-X models. So this guy has RGB on it. So this guy is like a legit cooler. Like it's got heat pipes and everything and the fan on top, and this fan and stuff is RGB. I don't think it's controllable. It is controllable RGB. So yeah, you can You can get that, but you have to buy the, you have to buy like the Ryzen 7 non-X model. Show and tell time, you know? Everybody wants to see my cool stuff. Back to the basement. We already feel unloved and worthless. Wow, that's sad. He can't make me feel any worse. I'm special. That's why I get responses from content creators. Also because usually when they reach out to me, it's because they're having problems with their computers. So there's that. Yeah, for a 7600, you don't need an AIO. Just get a good little air cooler. You'll be good. Had to return your motherboard because packaging had a hole and not risking it for your first PC. That's fair. You want to see my water-cooled PC? I feel like I did this once, and it's such a pain to do, but we'll do it again. Also, don't come at me for how messy my stream room is, because I didn't plan for y'all to see the entire room, okay? All right, hold on. I know this looks like nothing's happening, but just my tripod needs to be shortened in order to make this happen, you guys. Also, I can't read chat right now, so if you're talking to me, sorry. And if the camera flickers, I also can't fix that. It doesn't like it when I do this. Okay, there it is. Okay, there we go. Here we go, here we go. All right. Ah! Changing exposure. Okay, let me turn some lights on and point them towards that. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You guys wanted to see my water-cooled PC. Don't say you didn't ask for it. Also, my cable management under my desk is questionable at best right now. Okay, take that off. Maybe we'll turn this light on. All right, how does that look? Can you guys see that at all? Is that doing anything for you? So this is a distro plate from EK Water Blocks. So this acts as both the reservoir, it's got the pump right here, and then all of the tubes, rather than like going from component to component, they all go from the distro plate to the component and back. So this basically creates your whole water loop pathway. I've got a radiator on the bottom here. This is a thick boy 360 millimeter radiator. We've got an identical one on the top. We've got a bunch of Noctua non-RGB fans. I originally had a 7900 XTX in here. Right now I have a 4070 Ti Super. You can see I never bothered to replace the fancy cable mod cables with the 12 HP power version. We've got 32 gigs of RAM from Team Group. This is a Bixby water block. I've got an EK water block for the CPU, and then the motherboard on it is the Crosshair, the ROG X670E Crosshair Extreme. So it's like $1,000 motherboard. It's got like multiple LCD screens on it. It's a stupid expensive motherboard, a stupid expensive PC, but it's pretty cool. And I think we've got a 1300 watt power supply in it. And then this is the Lian Li 011 Dynamic XL case. I'm gonna come back over here to read chat if you guys have questions. Government names in here? Oh shoot, people throwing in the government names. Why don't a lot of people use 24 gigs of RAM? You mean like the new DDR5 24 gig kits? You should clean it. It's not really dirty. My side panel on there still has the plastic on it. That's why you can't see through it. Yeah, That's crazy. All you're just throwing around government names. An AIO for your CPU and case fans are enough, plus doing any changes to your PC makes it challenging? Yes. Water cooling is fun. It's worth it if you're doing a bunch of overclocking or if you love the aesthetics. Not really worth it for the average gamer. Let's throw that out there. Have I cleaned the system recently? It hasn't been that long, but I also haven't hardly used it, so. 1, clean your room. 2, can I date your PC? I will clean my room. I clean it regularly. It's just a little bit chaotic this last week. I've had multiple like local customers here and building their systems and working on stuff, and then I've got a bunch of stuff that's been coming in for new builds, so it's a little chaotic in here. Do I still have the 64 gig DDR4 laying around? I do. Can you tell me how the mineral water doesn't hurt your stuff? Because it is non-conductive. Mineral water is a non-conductive fluid, so it's able to pull the heat out of your system and stuff, but it doesn't allow electricity to conduct through it and cause shorts in your system. I mean, there were like 6 and 12 gig kits for DDR4 way back in the day, but the 24 and 48 stuff for DDR5 is pretty recent, and it's more expensive than the like a 32 gig kit. It's like a 48 gig kit right now, if you want a good quality one, it's like $160 versus that 32 gig kit I have in there is around $100. So a lot of people don't use it just because it is more expensive. And you don't necessarily need more than 32 most of the time. Camera focused on the table. Well, that's dumb. Here. There. Now it should be focused on the computer. Sorry. What about the number 2? Can I date your PC? Are you willing to pay for it? Because she ain't cheap. You got the 48 gigs of RAM for the Loot Fest build? Yeah, we sure did. Well, for your Loot Fest build. For the Loot Fest build, sleeper PC, we got 32. 4K editing PC price range. If you're doing 4K editing, it's gonna be a pretty hefty build. Probably in the $3,000-ish range would be my guess for what you want, because you need a really good CPU, you need a good GPU, and you need lots of RAM. Like 3K might be a little bit low, if I'm honest. How much for that 64 gig kit of RAM? Like $100. I'll ship it for that. Thinking 32 gigs of DDR4. What's your opinion on the 2070 Super? It's still a great card. Obviously, it's slowed down compared to all the new stuff, but like you'll still be able to play all the games you want at 1080p. You might have to like lower your settings a little bit on some of the newer games at 1440p, depending on your CPU, but it's still great. The wifey's listening. Miss Villanueva, Richard's only spent like $50 on his new PC, so you should be really proud of him for saving money on it. I wasn't talking about prices for your system, Richard. I was talking about that 4K editing PC. How can I play Minesweeper in 4K? You can probably just get your phone out. Want to start saving a bit before I ask you a bit one? For sure. And like, I'm more than happy to give you get you like a legit quote on something, and then like you'll just have to know that if it's gonna take a while, like prices and components will change, you know? How much should you spend on a new PC? If you want something that's relatively equivalent like to what you had before, but like, the newest generation, if you spent like $2,000, you'd be in a really good spot for a few years, You want a new game PC? I need a new game PC. My wallet cries when I think of it. Sad. Oh. Oops. Richard's on kick right now. What about Intel's CPUs better? I don't have any extras just laying around. I mean, we could get you one. I don't have any just laying around right now. The only Intel CPU in my entire office right now is the one in my streaming PC. Then in 2 years, we're not gonna be dim me, ask me to buy a new PC. It's been more than 2 years. Don't give me that. Oh, yeah, I mean, like, you don't have to spend that much money to get a good gaming PC Lego, but I'm thinking for Panda, getting him to buy a nice one now that he won't have to touch for like years to come, that's kind of why I suggested that value. Like, you can get a good 1080p gaming PC, like something akin to this, for under $1,000 and be able to play stuff on it. Panda only has 165 hertz. What? Panda, are you still playing at 1080? You're gonna have to move to 1440p when you get a new one. That's no question about that. I have a quick question about a problem I'm having with my PC. Yeah, I can try and answer. First bill was $1,000. It could have went much cheaper. Yeah. But I mean, if you're not wasting money on like a bunch of aesthetic stuff, getting spending $1,000 on a good PC, like, you know, never a bad idea. Richard left me for cake. Richard's everywhere at all times. He's all over the place. You never know where you're gonna find him. I don't think I'll be playing much at 1440p, but I feel like I should have. Yeah. Yes, for a 1080p monitor for Christmas I got, because I planned on a tight budget, but now I'm going with a 6650 XT. Honestly, I think that's still a good system to play on 1080p. That way you can get like good FPS in all the games that you want to play. Like, I think that's honestly the right move, is to play on 1080p with that GPU. 10400 KF with an RX 580 and an H510. I mean, it's very like budget friendly at this point, but you can game on that for sure. Yeah, you're already fired. Sorry, Matches. New PC, 2 of 3 fans started going out in the first month. Went to replace the 2 fans. Did you build it yourself or did you buy it from somebody? Tell Richard you miss him. Richard, Ghost misses you. Yours is like 980 bucks. Nice. But yours in 2023. 5600X, 6700 XT, 500 gig boot, and a 4 terabyte game drive, 750 watt power supply. It's a great little system. It's better than Panda's. Are we done staring at my gaming PC? Or do you guys want to ogle at it more? Do you want to look at my face again? Am I allowed to move it? People still staring at my gaming PC? Can I move it now? PC shaming's getting out of hand. I gotta make money somehow, Panda. I gotta make money somehow, you know? There we go. Cancel tracking. There we go. What Panda doesn't understand is this is just a business move, you know? Nothing personal, but your boy has got to pay rent. All right. There. There. With a water cooler with 2 fans, had to replace the heatsink. It had nowhere to plug into power. The power supply and the heatsink had a plug running to another fan on the back. Can Micro Center install Windows for me and adjust BIOS without paying for building? I have no idea. My PC does look hot. I spent way too much money building it, but it's sexy. I will give you that. You know, there are some great gaming monitors on Amazon for a great price. It's true. Yeah, I'm better at COD than all of you. Weird. I'm sorry. I only play COD for like 6 hours a week at this point. I used to be good. Okay? You need an AIO cooler or anything for under 120, that's good. Honestly, MSI Mag. The Core Liquid AIOs, you can get a 240, and I think the 360 is also under 120. Those are great. If you want to go even cheaper, the Thermalright ones are only like 60 bucks. Thermalright makes really good stuff. I haven't used their AIOs much, but they're pretty good. Thermaltake also makes some pretty good ones. I would say any of those are solid. I think it needs some type of bypass. Power supply had an 8 plug, and the new cooler had a 6 plug bought off Amazon. I'm not sure. AIOs usually don't use a plug for anything other than like SATA or plugging directly into the motherboard. It could be like a 6-pin PCIe cable. But like, if you're having problems like right off the rip, if you bought the PC from someone, like you should reach out to them because they should fix that. And whoever like the manufacturer is for those components, like you should send it back and get an RMA, get a new one. Definitely going to DM you after stream when I pull off the road. All right, bet. It's too late, Ghost. It took too much time to say something, and now it's way too much work to put it back down there again. What is the name of the extra screen you have connected to your monitor? What do you mean? Like that monitor? What are we talking about? What screen are you talking about, Braden? You can't buy Deep Cool in the US, Ghost. It's gone. It's gone forever. Yeah, make sure you use code PandaSkills if you buy a PC from me. 5% off. And Panda may or may not get a little bit of money out of it. Depends on how nice I'm feeling. Yeah, please don't self-promo in chat. Just kidding. Like your OBS? Yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about. Everything right here is just one monitor. You're the mod here, sir. I know I would. Trying to say I need to delete the comment. It was plugged into the motherboard 4-pin. Yeah, so the other one would have been just plugged into a PWM port on the motherboard. But a 6-pin, if it looks kind of like a cable from like a GPU or a CPU, it's likely a PCIe cable. Oh, no, USB 2 is more than that. Some of them come with a USB 2.0 connection too, for like controlling RGB and other stuff. This whole chat's a hate crime. Yeah, stop Asian hate, guys. Come on. What code do I use to make Panda cover the 5% of my purchase? Put in Panda. Panda needs a new PC. Done. Panda's banned. That's right. I most definitely did use Panda's code on your PC. Speak of, I need to figure out a small Minecraft PC for your kiddos here soon. Let's do it. Let's do it. I just built a couple of really cool little systems that have just like an RX 6600 and like a Ryzen 5 5000 series. Perfect for something like that. Literally buy a PC to give away, and this is how y'all treat me. Shots fired. You are between me and your PC. Technically, you guys are like here somewhere, however you want to think about it. You're technically between me and my PC. Just saying. I think it was like $850 or $900. That's like shipping and everything in the US included. Did I know Panda's a kink partner? No. Somebody drop the link. Let's see it. I want to see Panda's fancy egg rolls. She's yours? Tell you what, $6,000. She's yours. Not gonna lie, she's not brand new anymore. She's probably not worth it, but it's also a lot of work for me to take it apart and ship it to you, so. GPU sag go crazy. I don't see any GPU sag. That looks flat to me. Ain't no sag. My table is not flat, so the whole thing is tilted a little forward, but it doesn't look sagging. I am not giving away the PC. Panda Skills is going to be doing a huge stream next Wednesday. Panda, are you just on Kick and TikTok, or where else are you? 5 gifted and I ban matches. Done. Done. I'll do it. The specs of this are a Ryzen 5 5600. It's got 16 gigs of CL16 3600 RAM, an Arc B580 GPU, and an MSI Pro B550 motherboard. 1 terabyte SSD, 850 watt power supply, and then this nice Phanteks case. Kick is the place to win, so you gotta go follow Panda Skills on Kick. If you find me on Kick right now and follow me, you'll also find Panda Skills in my chat and you can follow him. How much did I pay for it? I mean, I built it. It's a little over $800 in parts. It's a great looking machine, right, Lego? Double it, get him to mod you and ban me yourself. Did you drop any gifted? I didn't see it. It hasn't shown up in my thing here. There it is! I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do it from here. Richard, can you do it? Richard, I'm calling on your skills here. It won't let me do it from here. I need my mod. There it is. I know, I figured the pinned comment would be perfect. Yo, MJ, with another 5 gifted subs. Yo, thank you guys so much. I love it. She can still watch, I'm pretty sure. She just can't comment. We're gonna have to go back and undo that later, but that's hilarious. Is the GeForce 4060 good for CS2? I mean, it's decent for 1080p. But this is a B580 and it's better than the 4060, especially if you have a good CPU. And it's cheaper. She's a babe. I can't say that or I'll get in trouble somewhere probably. You can watch like a oh man. You guys are too much. I love it. Playing Cursed Halo. Yo, 10 gifted subs today? Money in the bank. You guys, we just funded Panda's whole new PC right there. No, I'm just kidding. Yo, what up, Grims? Welcome in, dude. It's good to see you. Definitely worth the gifted. He's probably giggling in his chair right now. Should I just start charging 5 subs to just ban random people? Is that how I need to make it in the streaming world now? Just pick somebody at random. Now you gotta stream and make that 5 gifted up. I mean, we all know Panda's flush, you guys. Don't even sweat it. Don't let him act like he needs the money. It's not like he has like 4 kids or anything. 5 subs and you ban Panda right now? That's gonna be more expensive. I think that's gonna have to be like 20 gifted subs. If someone drops 20 gifted subs, I'd do it. 30? All right, 30. Richard says 30. He's the boss around here. Panda, I don't make any money on streaming, okay? 30 subs, 20 subs is a lot for me, okay? Your boy streams building PCs for the fun of it. I don't make money doing that. I'm at least 50. I mean, we'll call it a discount. Discounted to 30, you know? Because I'm so generous. More like 75 gifted. Here we're 28, even 22 inches tall.
It's a trap.
Richard's celebrating 22 months. Sheesh. 22 months. It's crazy. Worst brand partner ever. Hey, I gave you a screaming deal. It's okay. That was more than... I gave you more than 20 subs off of this. Okay? Okay. Okay. Dude, that's crazy. 22 months. Discount PC to $30. Why, thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna need like all of your banking information to nobody, and then yeah, you send me $30. And I totally, like, it's just for like tax reasons that I need that information. But yeah, just like $30. Sure. He's meant you're 50 years old. Why did I read that in your Vietnamese troll voice? I wish we need to get his troll voice in here. That'd be great. Yo, what up, Leather? How we doing? Got another PC partner in here. All right, y'all. How much to ban Leather? 24. He's not, we're gonna say he's not worth as much as Panda. Just to make Panda feel better. 24 gifted subs. And we'll ban Leather. Or at least put him in a timeout. I think that's all Richard did, was put him in a timeout. Panda's going wild tonight. That's right. Don't ask questions, Leather. Don't ask questions. No, not $24.99. 24 subs. I can't be playing a bunch of favorites with my partners. Yo, Richard, thank you for the galaxy. I think that's what that is. I don't know what that means, but I like it. People are still going crazy on Kick, Ghost. Get bodied. They're in M and K just to play with you, sweats. I hardly even play anymore. No, you play favorite? Why did I read that internally in the Vietnamese voice? What does an old fart have to do to prove himself? You probably have to drop more gifted subs than Panda dropped. Probably. I mean, what do I know? Richard, thank you for all the likes too, man. Don't ban anyone, they bring you business. A galaxy is worth 10 bucks? Oh, let's go. Thank you. Does my B650M have a max wattage for the CPU? I I don't know what the max power output of the B650M is. I would have to look. It should be more than enough for any CPU in there, but. You sell more PCs than Panda? It's a hot take. Yeah, are you coming to Loot Fest, Leather? Does your motherboard need to be considered when it comes to an AIO? Not really. Pretty much every motherboard is going to have the hookups you need for an AIO. Boo! I agree. I didn't mean to start a fight between my partners, you guys. Wasn't my intention. All right, see you later, Ghost. Have the time but not the money, that's fair. Just sell some feet pics, bro. Done. I bet people will pay to, like, whatever the opposite of, like, Feet Finder is, where, like, you just forcibly put your feet pics in front of people and they have to pay to make it go away. I think you could do well. I think you could. I think a fist fight to the death is appropriate. That feels like a little much. That feels a little much. What do I know? You should move chat to a desktop so you don't have to squint now that you're not building. Am I squinting? I'm a quarter Japanese. I'm just naturally a bit squinty. I can read chat just fine. My eyes are actually pretty good. And this way I'm still getting some exercise because I'm standing, even though I'm resting on my elbows constantly. I should get some water though. You guys are making me sit here and talk the whole time. With Leather's bad back and your bad lungs, we'd probably win this at the same time. You guys both just have to call it a draw. Can I swap my PC's RAM? It's possible. Wanting to swap my Team Group T-Force Delta CL32 6400 216 gigabyte. Yes, you can just swap them. You might want to like if you don't have a bunch of stuff overclocked, you might want to go into your BIOS first and like set all of your BIOS settings, or at least like your RAM settings, to default. Put in the new RAM, like, you know, turn it all off, everything. Put in the new RAM, fire it up, and then like re-enable XMP. But other than that, like, it's, yeah, you can just swap them. I hate it. I'm not scared of it. I'll breathe life into you, my little dumpling, mouth to mouth. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no problem, Arcadia. No, my eyesight is actually really good, especially my distance eyesight. I have like 20/10 vision, so no problems there. My problem is that I stare at computer screens like 20 hours a day, and so I have to wear glasses when I sit in front of a computer because my eyes are super strained. But my eyesight is actually really good. You have to watch Bio-Ed Puzzle. What is that? 2010 vision, but still can't hit his shots in COD. Not everything translates to my hand movement, okay? Plus, I don't get aim assist, Panda. I don't get aim assist. It's all muscle memory. It's all me doing the work, not some silly little controller, okay? It's all right here. A little bit of this, whole lot of that. Yeah. You wouldn't know about that. You play M&K too? I thought you were on controller. I'm getting roasted. Yep, it's pretty true. Oh, you play both? Well, look at that, Mr. Fancy Egg-Roll Pants. He can play both. I cannot play controller. I probably could get back to it to where I could play controller, but right now, like, it feels foreign in my hands. Has the peripheral vision the size of the equator, but still can't see the ground coming to beat those angles. Oh my god. That was disrespectful. My PC can't play COD, so I'm the best. There you go. Nobody could beat you because your PC can't play. Yo, what up, Goofy? Dude, the thing is sweet, right? What do you guys think of this cool paint job I did? This little outer heat shield thing here, I painted that. Me. I painted that. I know my wife usually does all the paintings because she's way better at it, but I did that. I think it looks real good. And it doesn't cost anything, you know? I already had the white paint. Yo, TikTok, y'all are real quiet right now. What's going on over there? What's going on over there? We're just sitting here looking at a PC at this point. Look how bright that is. It's so bright. I can probably turn the exposure back down. Maybe that's my problem. Nope, other way, other way. There, that's a little better. What phase of the cell cycle does DNA replicate? I'm a mechanical engineer. I deal with like metals and like composites and stuff and like battery cells. I don't really know anything about biology. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Can't top me, can't top anything because you're a bot. I am a real Bob Ross. It's beautiful. Just don't get up too close. You know? Just don't look at it too closely. Why does my EV suck in the cold? Because the internal resistance of batteries is higher when they're cold. They don't like to move electrons around. And they're more prone to like your state of health like dropping off if you pull a lot of current through batteries at low temperatures. So the vehicle itself, like the vehicle controller, will likely reduce the power output while the batteries are cold. Which is like for the batteries for the company I work for, we require preconditioning to a certain level before you're actually able to like really drive, because it's not great for the batteries to be that cold while you're trying to pull current. Wait, so can you tell me the difference between grade 50 and grade 36.5 steel plate? Grade 50 is stronger, higher tensile strength, probably lower elongation. I'm basically an application engineer now, guys, for like the last 3 years. Come on. Also, Harry, I'm not gonna say your full name. I just read the whole thing. Yeah, what a dumb question. I don't even see Match's question, so. How are the favorite? Whoa, just throwing government names around. We're doing good, though. Doing good. I think Avery needs to go on a, oh, that's Match's alt? Oh, gotcha. I think Avery needs to go on like an exclusion diet or something. She's been having a bunch of tummy issues. Should I wait to build PC because of my house's winter static? Nah, you're fine. If you build with like some gloves on, that'll help static from building up on your hands. You could also like do the old ground strap to a power supply that's plugged in. That way you won't get a static buildup on your body. You can do that. I don't do it because you don't really need to. When I wear the rubber gloves, I don't really run into static issues. Just buy a PC from Redneck and don't worry about static buildup. He's right, you know. Code Panda Skills at checkout. Pretty presumptive to assume that you're one of my favorites. I mean, I assumed you're talking about my family, because I don't think you know anyone other than my dog, my daughter, and my wife. I was referring to them mostly. Yo, what up, Spooky? Nice build, thank you. Appreciate that. Exclamation point PayPal. I don't have that in here. I don't think I have commands for any of my payment methods. Brother went from a mechanical engineer to program manager. Seems a lot simpler. That's why you're top 4? Nice. On my Facebook page? What? What now? What are we talking about, MJ? I thought that power supply band thing was overkill. It is. I mean, I wear gloves. Like that, it keeps like oils and stuff from getting on your components, and it keeps static buildup from getting from you to the components. I would just get some of these, man. They're great for working on your car or whatever too, so. And they're cheap. 2 mods at once, I know. We're ready. It's probably not posted anywhere. Shoot me a DM. If you shoot me a DM right now, I can send it to you. Don't be looking at my phone. Back there. All right, there we go. This is the G360A. So the G400A would be like a slightly bigger version of this. I think they made this after the G400A or just before the G400A. I can't remember that sequence. But it's like a little bit smaller mid-tower case. Your mod and title alone, my schedule is not aligned with Red's. Yeah, pretty much. Same thing with Alicia. You want this computer? I mean, do you want to buy a similar computer Lego and use code PANDA at checkout? Wish I could count on my mods like you. Shots fired. I mean, just go fill out the custom build form on my website, Rip, and we'll build you one. It requires money you don't have at the moment. Well, you just, set up PayPal, pay later, whatever, and buy it. Don't think about the debt. Come and flex my clout every once in a while and then win a giveaway. It's pretty true. All right, man. I think I'm ready to wrap this up. So this is good timing. Yeah, but like Affirm, you have to like check out through the website, through a website to utilize it. Versus like PayPal, you can set up financing, and then you basically just spend that credit limit or that credit, like finance credit on things. It doesn't have to be for something specific. I don't think Affirm works like that. Yeah, have a good stream, Panda. Literally ask my butt. You probably are banned over there too, Harry. Sorry. Yeah, credit line. Thank you, Panda. I'm glad we were able to put it together so quickly. That like literally, I'm gonna take some pictures of this tonight, and I'll send them to you. In my PC, the RAM sticks sometimes work and sometimes not, and I keep switching sticks, but it wouldn't work. Not sure what that's about. It could be something other than just your RAM that's causing a problem, or it could be like a dead port. You can get approved for a set limit and swipe a card. Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Just spit your yum yum sauce out. You're an absolute delight. He's lucky to have you. All right. That is it. Best bang for the buck and CPU and what GPU are you putting together? No specific budget. Probably this. Like a Ryzen 5 5600X something, B580, 16 or 32 gigs of RAM. Cheap little case and 650 to 850 watt power supply. All day, every day. Perfect. Once you file taxes? All right, bet. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate all the gifted subs. You bunch of maniacs. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. We'll be back on Friday. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. So there's so many streams to turn off. Bye.